Hello guys, Shaun Thomson here, welcome back to another video. Alright, the new one is here and instantly I've noticed a problem. Obviously, better size, same size, difference. See here? See here? It's just typical, innit? Just nothing's going. This is the exact part. So obviously, what was wrong with the last one was it was too big. This one's now the exact same size, but that hole's not big enough. If you didn't laugh, you'd cry, oh boy. If you didn't laugh, you'd cry. I'm not sure if this is the right thing to do. I've taken the cover off it now. I'm fed up. I'm not going back or taking this somewhere to get specially milled, and then it's another day. This project is taking far too long as is. I just want it done at this point. Oh, it's too late to go now. We're obviously taking the new ball bearing instead of the old one as well, because it sits in this wee case housing. I'm not going to lie to you, see this project, it's kind of growing arms and legs a wee bit. Alrighty, there she's there. The old cover on, with obviously the new alternator, old belt housing, everything, and then obviously the new one. But dud, but at least we've got the right size bolt hole now, but that bolt will fit. This bolt here will fit, whereas before, no bueno. Alright, I think this might be the best angle I can get of me marrying it. That still gives me room to work, but it should potentially just... Oh man, just look how much easier that fits in than the last one, and that will sit right in there. Obviously actually properly bolted in, and Bob's your uncle. But I didn't even, like, I had to take all that out yesterday. I should have just stopped. See, when I was taking stuff out, that should have been the sign that maybe it's not quite right. Anyways, I'm going to go fit this bad boy and I'll see you all in a bit. Alright, so that is it in, and I just wanted to talk about this wee bit of engineering here. You see this belt house, the tensioner here, so see how the belt's loose, right? The belt is loose. See, once you do this bolt, it brings the alternator up and tightens it up. I just think that's a cracking wee idea for a tensioner. If I put you right in there, you should be able to see what I'm talking about. As I tighten, the alternator slowly moves up, and that belt gets tighter and tighter. Not bad. Is that tight enough? Maybe just a wee tiny second more. Alright, so now all we're doing is just putting all the stuff back in. So we're just putting this housing in here, and then we've just put that pipe back in there. And that's us pretty much ready to start it and see if we've actually fixed the problem or just created another one. Alright, cab's back down, let's start her. Everything seems to be running. Lovely. We'll give it a couple of wee minutes, make sure nothing happens, and then switch it off. Alright, moment of truth. Battery box is turned off. We'll leave it running for a couple of minutes, but that means that problem is now sorted, which I am absolutely buzzing at. Alright, here is the moment of proper truth. Now the batteries have only been running for 5 minutes, it might need longer than that to charge up. But anyways. Okay, I've still got power. Will she start up by herself? No battery box. Not yet. She maybe needs longer with the battery box, but at least we know, you know, it's not switching off and the battery box isn't connected now. But the batteries might need longer, or maybe the batteries are also part of the problem. So just leave it running while we tidy up, I suppose. Machine. And there we go. Now we're reading 28 volts at the battery, which was what you should be getting on a 24 volt truck. So at least we know the alternator is working. Alright, so it's been half an hour, just switched it off. And again, not a bean. Oh fuck me gently. So these new batteries as well, which is worrying because these were only just put in the last safety. They're brand new, so I wonder if they're faulty, or at least maybe one's faulty, or I don't know. It's not, I feel like it wouldn't be my fault for not starting it for 2 months. I know it's not ideal, but fuck's sake, yeah. Alright, so it's been about half an hour. I've just been to Volvo, got our batteries that were in that tested, and they both came back absolutely knackered, not a volt or an amp or anything like that. So here are 2 new ones. Problem. 3 months out of warranty. So there's 400 quid. Now the problem was I was going to walk away. Yeah, it's going to be like, right, that's fine, if we'll go to Dingbro and get some batteries, right? But I had this great idea. It's like, bugger it, that's been needing new batteries for a while, right? So I'm going to get these new ones, put those ones into that, because less important, you know what I mean, doesn't do all that much work. So I got them back and I thought, right, put the brand new ones into S99, because it's had bad batteries from the beginning. Put the ones for S99 into SF55, and then that way we've solved 2 problems with 1 stone. No, these are a different sized battery. So the Volvo FH ones are about that wide, obviously not more amps but more AHs and A's. So that doesn't work. So we've now got a new set of batteries, 400 quid for the show lorry. But the problem is, and it's my fault, I don't trickle charge it. And I think what's happened is when I run it every now and then, the alternator hasn't been producing enough volts to charge these batteries. So every time I've started it, I've been feeling like I've been keeping the batteries going, but the alternator's not been charging them. And then they've just slowly been dying, which I think could be the possibility. I might be wrong, I'm not a mechanic. If you are a mechanic, let me know down below in the comments if you think that could be correct. But anyways, enough messing about. Let's get these fitted. Oh, fucking hell. Right. You want to go up there, don't you? It's not a big gap, it gives you. To there. Fucking hell. Come on, you bastard. Let's hopefully get you a good angle of us linking up these batteries. It is very tight in here. I don't know why it's so tight, but hey ho. Oh. Squeeze these batteries over. Oh, move over a bit. The bridge needs a wee bit more. There we go, that should be enough. Alrighty. That's us, and I should like truck up him sometimes, you know what I mean? Oh, without all the without all the bad things he does, but he does some good things too, I suppose. Not everybody can be a fan. I good. Oh. There we go. Solid. Like fuck. Let's see if she starts. Alright, does she start without a battery box? I've got a funny feeling they'll need charged. Oh, let's see if isolator's on. That'll be the next thing. There she is. Beautiful. Huh. Lovely, 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 lovely. Oh god, that only took like 3 days. Thank you. Alright, so obviously it fits 15.8 and we're pretty much about 52 foot from front to back, so she is good to go, which means next week she's getting sent to Norwich to go back to where she was originally built 20 years ago, Vancraft, to get a bit of refurbishment done, just stuff that I can't do. But man, I'm so glad she fits on there. Be a bit shit because all the weight is at the back, but it shouldn't make that much of a difference. Alright, all tidied, loaded away. Let's pack her up, get some sleep, and go on with the next day. Oh man, what a lineup. What a lineup. Oh man, just listen to it purr. Alright, so it is the next day and we're heading to sunny Glasgow to pick up our load for Monday. It is a wee 7.5 ton lorry, I believe. However, things do grow arms and legs sometimes. But right now, we're just passing Hamilton. We'll just drop in for a little bit of the old diesel and then continue on with the load. Alright, here she is, she's just getting started. big vessel here, we're just letting her run over. We can't take it yet though because it's not been paid for, but they'll at least let me start it and run it. And then once it's paid for, I'll get it here. Alright, here we have it. Now we're just loading out on the main road because there is a bit of a low bridge. So this way is just the safest way, but I tell you something man, there is an awful stink of gas coming through this thing. Let's hope there's no gas in it. Come on darling, just keep going. There she is. There she is, there she is, there she is. Beautiful. What a bit of kit, what a bit of kit. I tell you something, but the boys loaded the back end of this stuff. GG peeps man, alright, back at yard. So here is the load for Monday, this big Mercedes. She's doing a wee bit of bouncing on the back so I think I'll do more straps. But aye, these 7.5 tonner gone for export, and then after that we've got a load to come back up the road, and then we're taking SF55 down to go and get new side skirts down at Vancraft where it was originally built. So that'll be happening tomorrow, next week as well. But anyways, that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and let me know how you feel about seeing kind of mechanic-y fixing, restoration-y bits on the channel as well. Thank you for watching. See you next video. Goodbye.